So let's talk about the ruler archetype that Ashley embodies. So this is something that I decided to start doing for our exposés because I've
Okay.
noticed that many of them they fall into a brand archetype, which is a framework that we typically use to have our brands model after so that our target audience can resonate with the brand based on the archetype, and that's just part of attracting our target audience to us. So in this case, I was able to identify that Ashley embodied the ruler archetype. So the ruler thrives on control, influence, and creating a prosperous kingdom for their followers. Ashley's entire brand was built around this particular archetype because she portrayed herself as this self made queen who could help others achieve financial independence, right? But here's the problem: when the ruler's need for control turns into manipulation, deceit, and coercion, the archetype's shadow side takes over. So Ashley's desire to silence her critics, or all of everyone that was airing her out and attempting to expose her, right? So her attempt to silence them and to maintain her umpire at all costs revealed this darker side, which eventually led to her downfall.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yep.
That makes so much sense. I mean, and it comes back to that the fear of losing, you know? And I
Mm-hmm.
think that is something that all rulers have. Like they fear losing their power, losing their position,
Mm-hmm.
losing their crown.
Yeah.
Wow.
All rulers, right? Right. Yeah.
All of them, all
Mm-hmm.
rulers, I mean, if you go throughout history and just read um the things that they have done to maintain power,
Mm-hmm.
it usually involves, getting rid of people, and by any means necessary,
Mm-hmm.
slandering people, you know, putting false accusations on people to move them out of the way,
Right.
blocking their success in some way, shape, or form, blackballing them
Mm-hmm.
from a particular industry, or, just getting people to turn against them. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I know, right?
So
So
interesting.
so interesting. So what can we learn from Ashley Grayson's rise and fall? I'll let you kick that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the need to be at the top and the need to have the most and be adored and worshiped can be incredibly dangerous and detrimental to you.
Yeah.
I would say instead of going for that, instead of needing to be right, needing to be the one that wears the crown, the one that people bow down to and worship,
Mhm.
instead of needing that, you need to check in and say, why do I need that? Ask yourself, why do I need that? What is it going to do for me? And what in me feels like I'm not already that,
Mhm.
you know? Because if you can just be that for yourself, you don't really need anybody else to do that for you. And most of the time, when you can't be that for yourself, it's because you don't think that you are enough. You're probably operating off of some sort of insecurity. You're definitely operating from a deficit, which just means that there's a part of you that doesn't believe that you already are that without the money, the accolades, the recognition, the title, and the following.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that Ashley's story is yet just another example of the energy of exposure, as we've discussed, right? When the glamours begin to fade and the truth always finding a way to surface.
Hmm.
So, just kind of piggybacking off of what you said earlier, walk in integrity, walk in honesty, walk in truth. It's so much easier to align yourself with just honesty, transparency, and truth. And people will respect you more
Hmm.
for your truth. Like, because you're showing I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I don't have it all together. But what I know,
That's right.
right? What I know. And what I'm able to do, I'm able to do. And if I aspire to learn more or do more or be more, I'm currently working toward that. But I can still be great with what I currently have and what I currently know in this moment, right?
Hmm.
And this is my truth. This is who I am. So you don't have to worry or find yourself in a space or in a situation where you're being exposed and everything that you've falsely and fraudulently and deceptively created begins to unravel, and then people really see you for who you are. Now you are greatly embarrassed
Yep.
and you have no choice but to run and hide,
Yep.
so
Unfortunately, or try to off people,
right.
which is definitely not the way to go. Clearly, if you enjoy waking up in the morning and doing whatever you want to do,
And having your freedom. Could you imagine? She had a
No.
beautiful home in North
Mhm.
Carolina, 7 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms. Beautiful home. She called the mansion. She showcased it a lot on social media. And, could you imagine going
Mm.
from that to being behind bars and your every move is controlled and dictated by someone else for 10 years?
And you cannot raise your children
And you can't raise your children.
that you birthed to protect you from doing that 10 years.
Yeah, selfishly.
Ridiculous,
Yeah.
ridiculous, ridiculous.
And then, unfortunately, your third child has to be or has to come into the world under that circumstance because you're
Yeah.
currently locked up now. And I think she may be, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe 6 to 8 weeks,
Oh
at the
man,
most. Yeah.
that baby's gonna be born in prison.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But you know what?
Yeah.
She made that choice. She did that. So I mean, hopefully she will heal while she's in there. I hope. You know, 10 years is a long time for you to reflect on yourself and make right within, what
Mhm.
you've done. So, and thankfully no one was harmed. Nobody actually got hurt, aside from the people who lost money or got scammed or didn't get what they thought they were going to get. But thankfully no one was physically harmed.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Thankfully.
Wow, man. Wow, wow, wow. So interesting.
Yeah. So with that, I mean, my closing remarks, my reflection, is that her case it's more than just a cautionary tale.
Mhm.
It's a reminder that no brand is untouchable.
Yeah.
No brand is untouchable. No one is untouchable. Authenticity and integrity are not optional. They are essential. The truth will always come to light.
Yes, it will.
So you can build these incredible businesses, these incredible brands, on social media, but your business and your brand is only an extension of you.
Mhm.
Again, pointing the finger right back to you,
Yep.
which ties into a lot that you have shared, throughout this segment, that it's important for us to always be one with ourselves, always go within, do the work, take care of the parts of you that need the healing, and you'll thank yourself for it in the long run.
Absolutely. And even if it takes a little bit longer, it's okay. If
Mhm.
you're rushing it, it means that you don't trust that it's going to happen and that it's going to happen at the right time. Trying to rush it, trust me, that's going to cause you to cut corners. It's going to cause you to um, do things that are out of alignment with the purpose and the energy and the mission of whatever your plan is. You want to stay in alignment with your purpose and your mission. And if anything takes you away from that, then that's an indicator that you're heading in the wrong direction and that is not the right move. Because like Levette
100%.
said, yeah, like Levette said, the truth is like a sword. It will cut through all lies, all cloaking, all glamours,
Hmm.
all magic, all anything that you've hidden. I don't care how deep down you've buried it. Believe me, that bone is going to fly up out of that closet sooner or later. Sooner or later, it's going to
Yeah,
happen. Yep.
because all there is truth. I during one of my moments of being in a meditative state, I got a revelation that the true religion, even though there's many denominations, and I know, hey, believe in whatever you want to believe in. That's our right. That's our free will. We have the free will to do that. But at the source of it all, the one true religion is truth, because all there is truth.
That's all
Like
there
right
is.
now, I'm looking at my bookshelf right now, and it's true that my bookshelf is in front of me. That's the
Hmm.
truth, right?
Hmm.
So all there is truth.
That's it.
So no matter how much you, like you said, no matter how much you try to mask it, try to cloak it, try to suppress it, it is always going to rise and reveal itself.
Hmm.
Yeah. All
Amen
right.
to that, sister.
Amen to that. Anything else you'd like to share before we close out?
No, ma'am. I am complete. This was such a fun analysis.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us today on another episode here at Deceptive Figures Exposed. Make sure you stay tuned as we continue to uncover the glamours, illusions, and truths behind the public personas shaping our culture. Until next time, stay vigilant and discerning.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.